Hi, folks. Welcome back. Seven Rivers Racing on KQEG TV. I'm Dan Dyker. We are back filming a lot of segments here at the 43rd Annual Oktoberfest Race Weekend. You can hear the cars on the track right now. Those are new to the Fest Racing Weekend. They are pretty much a central Wisconsin type race car. They're the Mid-American, the Midwest short track racers. And they use the Hornet type body, Bandit type body, a little bit of a bigger motor, and they're using the big tires. Obviously, they need that to run the 5/8 mile track. So a very entertaining group of drivers out here as a part of the race weekend. Another big part of the race weekend was last night as we crowned our late model champion. Todd Korish took home the top honors. One of the drivers that was out in the late model class is going to be our guest of the program today. I called him Mr. Bubbly because he's got the beer bubbles on the side of the Miller number 2 car, but he told me during Oktoberfest race weekend, I got to call him Big Daddy. I'd like to welcome in Big Daddy Cole Scholze. What's up, buddy?
Oh, not much. Just hanging out.
All right, so you didn't even know I was calling you Mr. Bubbly because you obviously can't hear me when you're racing. I picked it up about halfway through the season because every time you drive by the track, you see the beer flowing off the side of your car. But we had a name change this week, and explain to us why it's Big Daddy.
Well, I had a little one this week, a little baby girl. She's adorable and can't get enough of her.
And you already had her here at the track. I saw her yesterday out here.
Yeah, we brought her up just to test her ears and see if she liked the racetrack, and she didn't cry, so it's a good thing.
So that's like a baby testing tune.
Yeah.
Should have that on a weekly basis out here. Kid, just bring your babies out. We're going to test them out here at the track for you. Cole drives the Miller number 2 car. I would think, as long as I've known you on here, you've had Miller as a sponsor.
Yeah, I've always had Miller Lite as a sponsor. My dad had it before me. I'd say we've had it for at least 15, 20 years.
Of course, his dad, Steve Scholze, known around these parts for racing back with the 60s, 70s, and 80s with that Oh No car, and still waiting to see that. I have not seen that car out here. I think I've seen it once in the past 7 years.
Yeah, it's sitting collecting dust. Might have it out next year. We don't know.
Got to bring that. I want to see the O and the Oh No. The 2 and the Oh No. That was going to be one of my questions. I've known you really, really well for the past 7 years, and you've been racing well beyond that.
Yeah, I've probably been racing for about 16 years, since it's about 8 years old.
And you started with what?
Started in go-karts up in Westby, won a track championship up there. Then gradually come down here. I was about 13 years old when I first jumped in a race car out here at La Crosse.
What were your first thoughts going from a small track to this?
It was a blast. Actually, first time I jumped in my old man's car and we went out and I was in a hot lap session. Come out of turn 4 on a little track and lost it and pointed it head on at the front stretch wall and about scared me to death.
But you continued to race.
Oh yeah, ever since that I was hooked.
You know, that's a question I like to ask drivers every now and then, especially the experienced veterans here at the La Crosse Speedway. Everybody's had a good wreck in their entire career, and it's one of those situations where it's going to make you stop racing because you're going to be afraid of doing it again, or it's just something where you just blow it off and keep going, and obviously you went the latter direction.
Yeah, I've had my fair share of wrecks out here. My really big one was when I first started racing late model. It's a weekend, last weekend in the regular season, coming out of turn 2, and this is B feature, and leaders got together, and I went through the middle to try to avoid it, and didn't make it. Ripped everything from the right side of the car to the left side driver's door off the car.
Man. That's a rough patch out here. It's a wide open space to do that, too.
It's tough. It hurts the pocketbook a little bit, but that's kind of how I ended up with a late model.
Cole Scholze joining me on this segment of the Seven Rivers Racing Show here at KQEG TV. Now, are you done for the weekend? I know you ran the Cross Late Models last night and avoided, which you're going to be seeing it on this program, probably the worst accident that I've ever seen here involving late models. You somehow came out of that thing unscathed.
Yeah, that was really tricky. I mean, everybody's going low, and somehow the Blue Deuce made it through. I don't know how, but we made it.
Now, you're going to be racing anything else this weekend?
Yeah, I'm going to be racing tomorrow night. We're going to be racing the Big 8 Series, And Sunday we're going to run the Late Model Challenge Series, which is kind of a new division this year.
And I was going to really quickly talk to you about that. That's the first time we've done that here at the track. And for the folks who know what the Late Model Challenge is, it's going to be 10 laps on the big track and then 10 laps on the quarter-mile track with late models.
Yeah, it should be pretty fun. I got experience on both tracks, so we'll see how the car does, you know.
Of course, one with a little bit more power than the latter cars you've driven in the past.
Yeah. Well, there's one car that I was really quick, and it's my dad's old yellow Bullet.
Oh, yeah.
The old Rays division car.
Is he going to bring that out?
Nah, we're just keeping that under wraps right now.
Before we let you go on the program, you've had some solid sponsors that have been with you year in and year out here at the La Crosse Speedway. Talk to me about them.
Oh, we got Miller Lite on board again this year. Great tasting beer. We got a new one, Innovative Movers out of Sparta, for any of your moving needs. We also have Randall's Tire and Alignment, Harris Crossings Tavern, Right Spot Bar in Sparta, Rick's Auto Body Sales and Service of Sparta, Service Plus Heating and Cooling, Kevin Qualheim Roofing Service, and GT Signs.
And before we let you go, would be remiss if you didn't let us know. Give us the details about the baby.
Well, she's 8 pounds 4 ounces, 21 3/4 inches long. She's a beautiful little girl.
And her name is?
Her name is Elena Ruth.
I like that. I like Elena. And I like Big Daddy. I think that's going to stay next year.
Yeah.
It's going to be Big Daddy.
Well, it's on the back of my hero cards, so I figured you'd pick up on it once in a while.
Well, we're going to definitely pick up next year as we're going to have Big Daddy Cole Scholze back out here running the 2013 season. Congratulations on being a new papa. Tell Mama, congratulations, another race fan here born at the La Crosse Speedway.
Thank you.
All right, Cole Scholze drives the middle of night number 2. Quick Trip NASCAR late model here on a regular basis, and he's going to be back out again in 2013 with baby and the new wife in tow. When we come back, we're going to talk more in a big race out here on Sunday, and the man that's going to help us pick that thing apart is going to be joining me next on the Seven Rivers Racing Show here on KQEG TV.